Hey family, hey friends, welcome to Alkaline Mom. Here are all the wonderful ingredients that we're going to need in order to make our flatbread pizza. Yes, today we're making a flatbread pizza, and so we're going to need some of these ingredients, and we've already cut them up. So you can see we have our tomatoes cut in half, and we have our tomatoes sliced as well. We've also sliced up some of our onions, and we also sliced some of the sweet peppers as well as some mushrooms that we have there. And of course we had to have two different types of mushrooms because we love those mushrooms so much. Okay, it's time to make the pizza sauce. Now we've just put in our processor the tomatoes that we cut in half, and now we're just going to chop them up in the processor. And we just want to check out our sauce and see what it's supposed to look like. And hopefully you'll have this type of consistency. Yes, this is perfect for the sauce we're trying to make. And so we're going to go ahead and set our sauce to the side for a moment so that we can make the tortillas for our flatbread pizza. And this is what we need in order to make that. We need 1 1/2 cup of spelt flour. We also need 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Then we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of applesauce. And also 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. The last ingredient we're going to put in is going to be 1/2 cup of hot water. And this is how we're going to put all of our ingredients together. Make sure you mix the dry ingredients first and then add your wet ingredients and mix it all together. We want to make sure that we combine all of our ingredients until it starts to form a nice round dough ball. So continue to mix and mix and mix, and you'll start to see that it forms a nice little ball. Okay, here we are continuing to mix all of our ingredients together just so that you can get an idea of how this ball is going to come together. A lot of times you may not get a chance to see the process, but this is showing the process of how we can turn the ingredients that look a little bit too wet into ingredients that come together and start to form something. So if you keep working with it and turning it, it'll start to form into a very nice ball. And then if you need to, you can always add a little bit more flour so that it can come together quickly. Okay, our dough ball has come together pretty nicely, but it's still a little bit sticky. So we're going to put a little bit more spelt flour on it just so that we can work with it better. But once we just put it on top and then maybe underneath, we're going to go ahead and let that sit in our bowl for about 5 to 10 minutes just so that the dough can rest a bit. Now that the dough for our flatbread has rested, we can go ahead and make about 4 dough balls. I'm going to show you how to do it there. You just pull it apart as equally as you can. Now this recipe will only make about 4 flatbread pieces, but if you need more than 4, feel free to double the recipe so that you can get the number that you need. Now we're going to take one of our dough balls and round it out so that we can make a nice thin, flat, round shape. Feel free to use your hand to flatten out your dough ball, or you can use a rolling pin. Just try to apply enough flour to your surfaces and your rolling pin so that it doesn't stick as much. Now that we have our dough ball nicely round and thin, we're going to go ahead and place it on the griddle to go ahead and cook it. And we'll repeat this step with our remaining dough balls. Okay, you want to go ahead and let these cook for about 5 minutes on each side on the griddle. And if you need them to be a little bit more crispier, go ahead and let them cook for longer on each side. Now that one side is cooked for about 5 minutes, I'm flipping them over so both sides can cook. Now we're ready to make our pizza sauce. We're going to grab the container that we used to process all of our tomatoes, and we're going to pour it into our pot. And let that come up to a boil. And while that's cooking, let's go ahead and switch over to our pan where we're going to pour in some grapeseed oil and saute all of those vegetables that we chopped up earlier. First, let's add in our onions. Now let's check on our sauce. Our sauce is a bit pink, and it's going to change its color and also reduce a bit. Okay, now that our onions have sauteed, all we need to do now is add a few dashes of sea salt and onion powder, and then just put it to the side. Now that we've taken our onions out, we can go ahead and put in our sweet peppers. Okay, let's check back on our sauce. As you can see, it has reduced a bit and the color has changed from that pink to now a darker red, and it's cooking very well. So we're going to keep checking on the sauce. Our sweet peppers are done, so now we're going to put in our sliced mushrooms. Okay, here we have some portobello mushrooms that we're going to go ahead and saute. We really love mushrooms, so we have 2 different types of mushrooms that we're putting on our flatbread pizza. Okay, let's go ahead and check on our sauce here. As you can see, it's reduced down a lot, and the color is changing to a nice red color that we like for our tomato sauce and our pizza sauce. Now take a look at our portobello mushrooms. They are all sauteed and ready. All we need is a few dashes of sea salt and maybe some onion powder, and we're almost there. Okay, here's our plate of our yummy sauteed vegetables that we have here, and we're getting ready to make our pizza, but we still have to check on our sauce. Okay, now our sauce is ready to put our seasonings in. The first thing we're going to add is 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Our next ingredient will be 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then we're also going to put in 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. We're going to mix that all together. Next, we want to go ahead and put in 1 tablespoon of agave, and that's going to sweeten our sauce up really nicely. And now our sauce is ready. Okay, here are the tortillas we made earlier, and we're going to grab one and start making our pizza. Okay, now that we've got our tortilla flatbread, we're going to add our sauce on there and spread it around. Okay, now we need to add some yummy toppings. First, we'll add a few of our onions. And we're going to add some sweet peppers that we sauteed. Oh, and now our favorite. We love mushrooms, so we have two different types of mushrooms we're adding to our flatbread pizza. Oh, it's going to be so yummy. Okay, from the tomato we sliced earlier, we're going to add our tomato slices to our flatbread pizza. And then we're going to get our black olives and put those on as well. This is going to be a really yummy addition. We're loading our pizza with so many yummy ingredients. Here are our green olives. We're going to put those on as well. Oh, this pizza is going to be so good. Hey, feel free to add all of your favorite vegetables. I try to saute some of my vegetables first before putting it in the oven. But this is ready to go, guys. Let's go ahead and pop it in the oven. Oh, it looks so yummy. I just want to eat it now. But we're going to set our oven to 350 degrees and pop it in there for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You can bake it an additional 10 minutes until the tomatoes skin softens if you want. That's perfectly fine. What I'm doing now is just making some additional pizza for my daughter and my husband. Doing the same method here, putting on all our toppings and everything. It's going to be so yummy. We hope that if you guys try this flatbread pizza that you let us know how it came out. Make sure that you comment down below as well as subscribe to our channel. And let us know what some of your favorite toppings are. We love mushrooms, as you can see. And we would like to know what some of your favorite toppings on your pizza would be as well. Okay, our first pizza is ready to come out. Let's go ahead and cut it up and let's see what it looks like in slices. Oh, here's the first slice. It looks so yummy. Oh my goodness, I want to take a bite right now. It's so delicious, guys. You got to try it. Let us know if you do try it. Oh my goodness. Even people who are not vegetarian, they really, really love this flatbread pizza. It's really good. So good. Oh, that looks so good. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I wish you a beautiful and happy day. And you know, as always, I wish you great health, great wealth, and for you to be surrounded by love. Have a great day. Bye-bye.